There you go. Everything looks good. Looks like we're in business, right? We're online. Welcome. My name is Coach Borino. I'm your coach, your advisor, your friend in need. Whenever you need more leads, you need more listings, you need to help more clients, you need a little motivation, a little inspiration, some practical tools and tips to help you become a total real estate rock star, you're in the right place. We broadcast this live, we record it, we post it as a podcast, we post it on YouTube. We try to hit as many channels as possible to get the message out to you to help you. All right, today, cool session, really looking forward to it. We're going to be talking about for sale by owners. Now, why would I devote so much of my time, energy? Why did I write an entire book on for sale by owners? Because if you need listings, if you need to jumpstart your business, if you need to get really going, if you're either in a slump or you're new, you're starting out, you need a little oomph, little help to pick up sellers because you're sick and tired of driving goddamn buyers around every weekend without getting paid, for sale by owners are the easiest leads to find, to connect with, and to convert. The easiest. There is no simpler, less expensive system out there. They're better than referrals. Ah, Borino, how can you say that? Here's the difference. Referrals are awesome. I'm a big fan of referrals. You should do that. You should always work your sphere, work your neighborhood, work your past clients. They should be nurturing the connection. But the problem is, you don't have direct control over when the referral comes in, how many, how good it's going to be. You have no control over that. You know what I mean? You can be sitting on your butt for 2-3 months, zero referrals. There's no projection. You cannot build a business model around it. FSBOs, on the other hand, as I'll show you the 3 secrets today, if you apply these 3, you can start generating connections, leads, appointments, and listings very quickly. And I have some students do it within days. I can, of course, promise you that. I don't want to just bullshit you. I want to be honest with you. It's going to require work and effort, but it's not expensive and it's not complicated. And if you deploy these 3 secrets, and better, if you choose to come on board, I'm opening registration for my for sale by owner FSBO bootcamp. If you want to spend 4 intense weeks with me working on this stuff, you can be a total listing rockstar very quickly. And this is not just some theories. This is something I implemented in my business first, and I've been teaching it thousands of people just like you every day. All right? So post any questions, anything that is a hurdle right now, anywhere where you're getting stuck, let me know. I'm here to help. Ruby, are you guys ready to start? Hey, lovely people. Thanks for all the nice comments. Let's see here. I'm going to show you in just a moment. Here it is. Ta-da! All right. Robert checking in. Good to see you. John is here. The Property Heads, New York City. Kilby and Maurice Brown is here. David checking in. Hartung Metro is here. David, good. Glad you love it. Excellent. Here we have Izzy, Ron, Dan. Karen just joined us. Mr. Paul is with us. Nice to have you, everybody. Welcome to the show. So let's get this party started, some practical advice. Now, first I have a favor. In order for you to make some changes, you cannot change the market. You cannot change the economy. You cannot change the politics. You cannot change these things. In order for you to change your business, make more money, which I know you want to, that's why you're here. Well, okay, I may be entertaining, but we're here because you know you're going to get some practical stuff you can apply right away. Or maybe you just want to join the boot camp. Would be great. In order for you to implement changes, 2 things have to happen. 1, you need to understand that the change must happen within you. The change happens within you. It's not out there, it's within you. That's number 1. I take change seriously. I even put different color shirts on. You know, I have like 15 of those black polo shirts. I wanted to kind of wake you up a little by changing the color a little. So that's number 1. Understand that you need to change. And number 2, come in with a mindset, yes, I can do this. Yes, this can work. Yes, I can do this. Yes, this can work. Because I promise you that sooner or later, as we're going to go through this, you're going to hear the drunken monkey, you know, this little bastard. He's an asshole. He's going to be telling you things, oh, I've heard this before. I tried this before. I'm not cut out for this. All kinds of nonsense. I'm here to tell you that if this guy from Czechoslovakia figured this out, made it work, and now is teaching thousands of others, it's got to work. Now, don't just take my word for it. There are several several people in front of you, ahead of you, who are making this work, like Anna. So I've been watching Borino's videos relentlessly. Good job. You guys are watching. Today I converted a FSBO into a listing. That's one. All right. Now you still say, well, okay, there's just one Borino. You may be a little skeptical. So let me show you my man Roy with Keller Williams, great agent up in Chicago. Check this out. So I know that some people hate calling FSBOs, me included, even though the numbers show that most of these list with an agent. I keep telling you they do. I've been telling you that all along. I have plenty of evidence from FSBO to National Association of Realtors, everybody. But check this out. Roy took me up on my words and actually did some research. Went to Espresso Agent, so I had a little time to kill. Today went back to FSBO leads I received during my $49 trial with Espresso Agent back in December and January. Out of, listen to this, 100 leads I checked, 94 of them wound up listing with an agent. Out of those, 70%, 30 out of the 21 have already been sold. He checked the last 30, 21 have been sold. So, remember what I said. Starts with a mindset. Out of 100 for sale by owner leads, my man Roy checked 91 listings, and 70% of those 91 pending or sold. Is that enough evidence that this stuff works? Is that enough evidence? Do you believe me now? That if it works in Chicago, it's going to work in Washington, D.C., it's going to work in California, it's work everywhere. And the 3 things I'm going to give you will help you. With the right mindset, this is going to work. Now, some of you see for sale by owner like this. Am I right or wrong? This is how you perceive it. Watch this. I'm pulling all the stops. I am a scary for sale by owner. I will eat your head and blood, drink your blood. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. Don't knock on my door. I eat real estate agents for breakfast. Right? Is that how you see for sale by owner? Shit, I should be wearing this. I should finish the whole training session in this, right? Do you guys like it? There you go. This should be my outfit for the rest of the training session. This is how you perceive for sale by owners. Scary, difficult, non-friendly, right? What do you guys say? Izzy's laughing. Sherry likes it too. Anyway, you get my point? You have these preconceived notions that these people are difficult, arrogant, angry, not pleasant to work with. So let's go to work. How do we shift that? Other than the mindset, I'm going to give you 3 things. And let's get this party started. I'm glad you liked my little scary outfit. So, secret number 1. Here you go. Secret number 1. Not just words. It's not just words. It is not just words. Not just words. What does that mean, Borino, not just word? When you communicate with for sale by owners, there are 3 things to keep in mind. The first one is, especially at the beginning, when you're creating strong first impression, which is critical, how they perceive you at the beginning. When you decide, okay, I'm going to muster my courage, I'm going to pick up the goddamn phone, I'm going to call a for sale by owner. Within the first 4 seconds, how the seller perceives you determines the outcome at the end. What happens at the beginning establishes you either, just another agent desperate for a listing, or somebody who is helpful, who is cool, who the seller doesn't mind talking to, asking questions, building trust and connection, and ultimately listing the property with. Where most of the agents still are stuck on, well, what do I say? You need to understand that the strong first impression, the words are just part of the puzzle. They are not the whole puzzle. What else matters? Well, if it's on the phone, it's your tone, the tone of your voice, your tone. The tone of your voice. Do you come across as friendly, pleasant, easy to talk to? Are you having a good time? Are you smiling? Do you have good energy? I mean, think about it. I could teach this class going, hello, everybody. I'm here to teach you something about for sale by owners. And you'd be like, get the hell out of here. Your tonality, your pace, how you speak. Is there good energy? Is it exciting to listen to you? Is it pleasant to listen to you? Would I be intrigued? Would you draw me into a conversation, or would it be just a reciting of a boring sales script? You notice how quickly you can tell if somebody who calls you is a telemarketer trying to sell you something. How quickly you can establish, they're just reading some bullshit script. How can you tell? Their tone, their pace. And then the third one is, how well do you listen? How well do you listen? Now, if you meet the for sale by owner in person, there are a couple other things. Your energy, how you behave, and your appearance. Appearance. Your clothes, your car, all that matters. All that is vital. So don't rely just on words. It is a whole package. We are wired to quickly evaluate a situation. We have a part of our brain called the croc brain. It is the first that evolved as we were evolving as species. And its purpose is to protect us from danger. And today, unfortunately, real estate agents are still perceived as dangerous. Why? Because people have these preconceived notions that they will be manipulated, they will be pushy. They will try to sell them on something they don't want to do. And we know people go for sale by owner for one of two reasons. They want to save money, they want to save the commission, and they don't like agents. They don't like salespeople. Why don't they like them? Because agents can be pushy and manipulative. They don't listen. They're either needy, nervous, low status, or high pressure, arrogant salespeople. The typical, used car salesman personality. So understand that you need to work on your tone, you need to work on your pacing, you need to work on your listening skills, paying attention to, because the seller, the first impression established through tone, pace, and all that, you develop the ability to listen for that as well. You're going to pay attention to that as well. And I'll show you in just a moment how that's done. Your energy and your appearance, that is the first impression. So important. What they think of you. And it is not who you are or what you are. It is how you're perceived. That's either green light, yellow, or red. Stop. No, we don't work with agents. Take it. Goodbye. Does that make sense? You must pay attention to how you come across and how you communicate, especially at the very beginning of the interaction, on the phone and in person. That's the secret number one. Very, very, very important. If you screw this up, the rest doesn't matter. If at the beginning they perceive you as no bueno, not somebody that they trust, they want to work with, they want to talk to, it's over. And it's almost impossible to recover from that. That's why I always say, remember, real estate is like dating. Two strangers meeting each other, where you have to find that common ground to build that connection, to build the trust, to build a relationship. Now, it doesn't need to take weeks or months. It can happen quickly, but it's still a process of building trust, relationship, and connection. Make sense? So secret number one, work not just on words, work on everything. Because it is the emotion that you want to trigger. What is the emotion? Well, at the beginning, you're dealing with fear, apprehension, and you want to segue into relax, having a good time, pleasant, trustworthy. Those are all emotions. And those are conveyed not just with words, but mostly with tone, the pace, how you're listening, and also your appearance. Okay? So that's secret numero uno. All right. Secret number two. You must know what to say. You must know what to say. You must know what to say. You must know the words. Now, hold on, Marino. Eine kleine Minute, bitte. Didn't you just say, it's not the words? I said, it's not just the words. But it is still important for you to control the conversation, to know what are the best questions to ask, not just how you ask them, but what are the words. Here's why that matters. If you, especially at the beginning where you're getting the hang of it, don't feel very comfortable, you're nervous, as you're in the conversation with the for sale by owner, do you really pay attention to what they're saying, how they're saying it? I really pay attention to their body language, eye contact, tonality, pacing? Or are you in your head trying to figure out what the hell am I supposed to say next? How am I going to react to this objection? How am I going to overcome when they say, oh, we don't want to pay a commission? And you're running these scripts in your head which will completely detach you from the actual conversation and connection. And people can tell. You can tell when you're talking to somebody and suddenly it's off. The connection has been severed, broken. So you must know what to say. Now, I'm not a fan, and I never ever tell you memorize scripts. That is not what it's about. Because then you're going to be on the other side. You're just going to be mechanically reciting scripts, which we all know is very easy to detect. It's a turnoff, and it costs you business if that's what you do. So you must be in the middle. That means you always know the outline. You control the conversation through conversation. Conversation. And I will learn how to spell. I promise you one day I will learn how to spell. Conversation. You need to master the art of conversations. One human being talking to another human being. Yes, you're in control. The best way to control the conversation is through asking questions and, ta-da, where is it? Listening, right here. It's one of the most important skills you develop. But the way you do that is once I know the conversation outline, what are the best questions to ask, I role play and practice them. I can get out of my head. I don't have to think about it. It is like music. Once I know how to play it, I just play. And I can have now a connected conversation. And just like people can tell if somebody's a telemarketer trying to sell you something, they can tell if somebody genuinely wants to have a conversation, who is interested. Bill Clinton, like him, hate him, doesn't really matter, was a master of this, or is a master of this. Bill Clinton is a master of being able to connect with somebody and within sometimes seconds or minutes, make them feel like the most important person in the world. And all he would do is know what to say and listen attentively. It's a skill. Very few are born with this. I sure wasn't. And I know this will be hard for you to believe, you're probably going to chuckle. I was shy and timid at the beginning. I was a foreigner. I had an accent. My language was shitty. I didn't know anything about the business. There was a lot of negative stuff going on in my head. A lot of insecurities. But I also understood how communication was so important, and not just with for sale by owners, but in general. So knowing the words, knowing what to say, practicing the right dialogues, getting into the groove with the for sale by owner will make you feel comfortable. And if you feel comfortable, if you're passionate and optimistic, it's contagious. They're going to pick up on that. And once both of you are having a good time in a conversation, you can move to the next step. Are you with me? That's how it works. That's the secret. Now, if you don't know what to say, it's going to show. Being nervous, hesitating, is a death sentence. It ends the relationship. It cuts you. It cuts you off from that connection with the seller. So whenever you're talking, whenever you're prospecting or following up, you can just tell where you just kind of get stuck. And it doesn't need to be long. The gap doesn't need to be big, but big enough for the seller to pick up, oop, something is off. The warning goes off, the amygdala kicks in, the croc brain kicks in, danger, they're gone. And you hear things like, well, we'll let you know when we're ready. Oh, send us your information. Oh, we have another agent in mind. Oh, somebody just came to the door. I'm on a long distance call. Do people still say that? I remember I used to have people tell me, I can't talk to you right now. I'm on a long distance phone call. Crazy. What is that? It's just a brush. They picked up the fact that here comes a needy, desperate salesperson trying to get a listing, and they brush you off. Yeah? Is this making sense, guys? Are you with me so far? Derek, good. Jeremy's here. Hey, Mr. Jeremy Rockstar, good to have you here. Mike, this is a very interesting comment. Look at what Mike is saying. Mike says, most FSBOs are easier to talk to than expired listings because they welcome your call. Now, Mike, reality check. All of these people are easy to talk to, and I'll tell you the secret why. All of these can be easy to talk to, and it is not about them. I'm here to tell you, for sale by owners, expired listings, all these leads are the same people. They all can be easy to talk to. I'll give you the secret. I promise you, by the time we're done, Mike, and everybody else, you will know why that is. Expireds can be just as easy as FSBOs, but I agree, FSBOs can be easy if you do it the right way. What is the right way? Number one, don't just focus on words. Focus on your tone, your pacing, how you're listening, how you're reacting. So it's a conversation. It's not just you reciting some stiff script. You're not wooden. Your energy and your appearance when you talk to them in person. And then know what to say. Be ready to know how to react to certain questions, objections, how to set up the appointment. What are some of the right words to use, the trigger words, the neuro-linguistic programming words, the psychology words, the influence words. A lot of the stuff I teach you is some pretty cool advanced ninja stuff in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. All right, is this helpful? You ready for secret numero tres? Secret number 3 is don't rush to the bedroom. Don't rush to the bedroom. Can you guys see it? Don't rush to the bedroom. What the hell does that mean, Marina? Again, I learned the hard way, and majority of the agents still make the same mistake. Remember when I said real estate is like dating? Cheers. So you meet a stranger for the first time, first on the phone, then maybe in person. You say hellos, the relationship is starting to build, and boom. So okay, imagine you're dating. Let's just pretend. You met somebody for coffee for the first time. Let's say you met on Match.com, hit it off, exchanged a few texts, few emails. So you're having the first coffee, and the conversation goes well. It seems like the other person likes you, you like them, it's going well. So then you say, why don't we take it back to my place and hit the bedroom? What do you say? Huh? What do you think would happen? Whoosh, zoom, done. Finito. It's over. Why? Too much, too fast, too soon. It needs to be a process. It's the same thing with for sale by owners. Now, I don't recommend you taking for sale by owners to bed, ever. That would be my suggestion. But to each their own. My point is this. Don't rush too fast for the next step. Take baby steps. The process of baby steps. So what are the baby steps? First, have a little quick conversation on the phone. Relax them. Make sure that they're relaxed, that they can have a conversation, that they don't just look for a way to end the conversation very quickly to get rid of you on the phone. That's step one. Step two, get some very basic information. I teach you the simple script that gets appointments like clockwork. Works really well. No big deal. You start with a pattern interrupt, ask a few questions, and then you simply say, let me just swing by, take a quick look at the house. That's it. Works really well. Don't overthink it. Works well. What's the next step? You stop by. You meet them in person. Face-to-face is still, even in this day and age of the most amazing virtual reality technology tools that we have. If you get a chance, if at all possible, meet the seller face-to-face. It is by far the fastest, easiest way to convert somebody from just a prospect to a client and a seller. There is trust. There is nonverbal communication. There is connection. So you take them through the process of baby steps. You don't rush it. Is it possible that some of these FSBOs will be ready? Yes. Two things need to happen. Two things need to be in place. Urgency and trust. Urgency means they need to move. That's a good thing. Trust means they want you to help them. And yes, sometimes it's possible. I had some sellers where within an hour, I could get the listing contract signed, and sometimes I did. And sometimes it takes days, and sometimes it takes weeks, and sometimes it takes months. It takes what it takes. You cannot accelerate that process. You can just come along of that process. So when the seller is ready, you're the right choice. How do you do that? Step one, don't focus just on words. Step two, always know what to say. And step three, don't rush to the bedroom. Now, that doesn't mean don't waste opportunity. Many sellers may be very, very much ready. High urgency, high trust. Fantastic. Let's go for that. And there's a dialogue for that, where you know what to say. But if it doesn't happen right away, it's because it's a process. Just like in dating, it's a process. First coffee, then maybe a glass of wine, then maybe a dinner, maybe going to the movies, going for a walk, then maybe the bedroom, then more dating, and then maybe a proposal. You with me? That's the process. So don't rush. On the other hand, don't be too relaxed, because there may be another agent, active, good agent, who's got this together, high probability lead, boom. High status agent, boom. And they can grab it right in front of you. So don't hesitate. Be confident. But you need to gauge where the seller is. There needs to be enough trust so they can be honest with you and tell you the truth. Make sense? All right. Now, why do agents still don't do this? There are only two reasons. There are only two things that are missing. And I'll give you both. First, of course, they still think FSBOs are scary. That's number one. But there are two things that are missing. First thing that's missing is skill. They're lacking skill. It's a skill. Having these kind of conversations is a skill. Following a certain process is a skill. Knowing how to listen is a skill. Getting appointments is just a set of skills. I've learned them. I teach you. I teach others. It's a skill. And the second thing they're missing is a system. Skill plus system. You have a system. You know what to do, step 1. You know what to say, step 2. You know how to get an appointment, step 3. You know what to bring with you to that appointment. Never, ever, 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 ever bring contracts, by the way. And never, ever, ever push your company or yourself as a salesperson, showing how fantastic you are. Don't do that. Mistake. So you know what to bring. You know how to carry a conversation. Spend about 10 minutes previewing the house, chatting with the seller, and then you decide. Follow up with them, set up a listing appointment with them, or drop them. It's a system. It's a set of steps. But it does require skill, just like a toolbox. You know, the tools alone will not get the job done. The right person with the right skill, which can be learned, knows how to pull the hammer, the saw, the pliers, whatever else. Make sense? Now, 2 things we need to add to this. The right mindset. The right mindset. What you believe you can do, what you believe you're capable of, how passionate you are, how excited you are, what you expect, and then action. And that, my friends, is a formula to winning profitable real estate business, because this is totally scalable, especially if you work high probability leads, like for sale by owners. Build your skills. I'll show you how to do that. It's a set of practice drills that you run over and over until it becomes very natural. It can be done. You have the system. I mean, I have the whole system. It looks like this. It's called the FSBO. And in just a second, I'll invite you, if you want, I'll help you build this whole thing. I have a program I've been teaching called the FSBO Bootcamp, where we'll spend 4 weeks together building this sucker. So you know exactly how to list FSBOs. No big deal. The right mindset. I have a book for that. It's called The Money Mindset. I thought of everything. You just need to do the work. That's your part right here. You need to take action. That's it. That's where you come in. All right? So now, what is this bootcamp? What am I talking about? I have a program where once a week we get together online, session similar to this one, Zoom. You can ask questions, we interact, and I'll walk you through the entire system. Week 1, we're going to set up your tools. Week 2, we're going to talk about the first contact, emails, phones, text. Week 3, we're going to talk about that visit, qualifying the seller, handling objections, staying in touch. Week 4 is about building the entire system of follow-up, segueing into listings, piece by piece. So you know always what to do, what to say, what to mail them, what to email them. It's pretty much business in a box. Copy, paste, ready to go. Out of the gate. So why am I teaching it now? Simple. As we're entering the end of the year, for sell by owners who hit the market now, you think they had a hard time selling before. Did you know that only 8 out of 100 transactions are for sell by owners? The lowest number ever. And it's dropping every year. They can't sell. So if they're going on a market where things are supposedly slow, it's going to be even harder. Now you have a phenomenal opportunity to have a great Christmas, pick up a lot of clients, pick up a lot of business, and forget about 2020. You can crush it. But you're going to have all 3. Skills, system, and mindset. You still have to bring the action. Something you're interested in? Now, normally this is $1,997 class. I've offered it for the last, I think, 4 years I've been teaching the bootcamp. We sell out every single time. We take 50 people. That's it. I'm going to lock it down. 50, done. Why 50? So that you have access to me. So the group is small so we can interact. I can help you. I can answer your questions. I can help you with a role play. I can walk you through it piece by piece so it's not a huge group. So 50 tops. Now, rather than you paying $1,997, I have a special deal for you guys. And that is, do the bootcamp with me for $197 a month. What do you get with that? My coaching called The Path. So you're going to test drive the path, and you're going to do the bootcamp. Now, what do you say if, let's say you say, Barina, I just want to do the bootcamp and then I want to bail. Do I have to stay? Absolutely not. You're going to get the same class, the same bootcamp, the $2,000 bootcamp. You're going to get the path and stay for as long as you want. Now, at the end of the bootcamp, if you say, I think I'm done, this is great, I know what to do, you can cancel anytime. There are no long-term contracts, there are no shenanigans. So how do you get this? Just go to gobarina.com/FSBO. There's a little video that will tell you in more detail what you're going to get, because you're going to get some extra goodies. You're going to get the complete FSBO system with all the mailings, emails, scripts, dialogues, psychology, and the process. You're going to get the money mindset plus the first month of the path. You're also going to get access to my listing university. It's kind of like, I call it the Netflix of real estate. There are over 100 training sessions on all kinds of topics. Buyers, sellers, closing deals, pricing your listings right, door knocking, being a digital mayor of your area, all kinds, Facebook, all kinds of stuff. You can log in, binge on it all you want. You're also going to get a special bonus called the Mind Matrix. And the Mind Matrix is a program that I put together originally for myself. And it was to help me remove some of the limiting beliefs, some of the fears and insecurities and thoughts and subconscious programming I had about money and success and wealth. So it's a set of audio tracks. There are 5 audio tracks. You just listen to for 15-20 minutes in the evening. And you will gently bypass the logical, critical, drunken monkey thinking brain and start reprogramming your subconscious mind that really governs most of the decisions and emotions that we deal with. It's a great program. A lot of you guys are loving it. My wife, Hannah, listens to it almost every day. She really likes it. I'm kind of sick and tired of listening to my own voice. But it incorporates positioning audio, music, my voice, and all that. Now, maybe you just want to do the boot camp. Would love to have you. Go to goborino.com/FSBO and sign up. Or maybe you say, I want to stay on this path. This is really good. I want your help. Help me build my time management and time skills. Help me build my communication skills, my lead generation skills. In addition to the FSBOrino, you will get the Expired Plus. You will get the Referral Plus, the Open House, my listing presentation, the whole thing. Every month, we're going to help you build a different part of your business. Plus, you will have direct access to me. There are live sessions, hot seats, role play sessions. We actually have one tomorrow. We're going to be talking about handling seller objections. So if you jump on it right now, you can join us tomorrow for a live session with me where we role play, we analyze your communication. All of that is part of the path, only $197 a month. Month to month. You don't have to sign any long-term contracts or commitments. When you're done, you feel like you're done, you're done. My goal for my path students is to help you build a business that produces 1 listing a week. 1 a week. Now imagine where you could be, let's say a year from now, knowing how to generate a listing a week. 50 listings in 50 weeks. Wouldn't that be great? That's my mission. Are you up for it? Are you up for the challenge? So if you want to rank up your listings, get more listings, help more clients, and make more money, strong finish of this year and a great 2020, jump on the next bootcamp. Get the systems, get my help, get the process, the dialogues, and everything that comes with it. Go to goborino.com/FSBO and sign up because we are starting on October 28th, which is Monday, 1 p.m. All right, friends, go to goborino.com/FSBO. Thanks for being here today. I'll talk to you real soon. Coach Borino signing off. Let's go get him. Bye.